Hello. I am a little late to this. It's the little um Valentine tarot tag. I'll put this right here. And so I wanted to kind of, but I'm going to do it a little different. I'm going to do the Oracle tag. Um, yeah, I'll start there. So, anyways, welcome. This is my channel. I call myself Phoenix. That's my alter ego. That's the name I enjoy. Has a lot of meaning behind it. For me, I have my little list here because I definitely could not remember all that stuff. So yeah. So let's get started. So basically, I piggyback off Robin's reflections, and I think Auntie K's tarot, and I think someone else participated in it as well. And I piggybacked off of them. So I decided, I was like, I would like to do this little trend. I think it would be great. So for the Oracle decks, the first one is your main squeeze deck, the one you go to again and again and always return. And I must say that that deck is going to be my Energy Oracle Cards by Sandra Ann Taylor. Just very just general. If I just want something general, nothing, I don't know what it is I want, I don't know what I'm feeling, I just need some guidance. This is it. This is my go-to deck. This is the deck that sets the tone for which tarot deck I'm going to pull. If I need to pull a tarot deck, I may just get the answers I need from this deck. But this is the deck that I always start off with. So even in readings, if someone comes in like, oh, I just want a general reading, you can best believe that this is going to be the deck that I go to. It's my main thing. But this is for oracles. So this will be my main squeeze for my oracle decks. The second one is your one night stand deck. So that's the deck that you love them at first, but in the light of the morning you ran. And I must say that that deck is going to be Our World Today deck, Daily Guidance Oracle Cards by Tyresha Brown. I first saw this deck, and when I saw it on someone's channel, and they didn't give a name or anything, and I was trying to lens view the cards to try to get something to appear and just couldn't, and so I forgot about it. And then one day it popped up on my Amazon feed, and I was like, I gotta have that deck. And I got it. It was a little pricey, but I had to have it, so I got it. And it's a beautiful deck. You know, it's a great deck. I just have not worked with it enough like I should for it to have more of a steady place in decks that I use. But yeah, this is that deck that I just was like, gotta have it. Beautiful deck, like beautiful deck. But I mean, it's here, and I know I need to work with it more. I will work with it more. I just haven't gotten there yet. So this is Our World Today, Daily Guidance Oracle Cards by Tyresha Brown. This is my one night stand deck. The third deck is the, it would be the other person, woman, man deck. So a deck that's pulling your attentions away from your main squeeze. And the deck that actually does that is the Sign of the Times deck by Crystal Banner. This deck is basically in competition with the Energy Oracle deck. Nothing against the Energy Oracle deck, but because I have a Oracle deck that pretty much does the same thing, and it's very appealing to my eyes. The aesthetic look that I get with this deck, I feel very drawn to this deck, to use this deck just in general like I would the Energy Oracle decks. So this deck is for very running very close to replacing the Energy Oracles deck as my main squeeze. So this is the Sign of Times Oracle by Crystal Banner. The next one is your Friends with Benefits deck. You adore this deck, kind of like besties. They make you hot, but they just aren't your main squeeze. And that Oracle deck would be the In2it Oracle deck. And I fell in love with this. I don't know where I saw that. I fell in love with it. It's pricey. I love how it's boxed. I love that you get a bunch of little crystals in here with it. And I have both of their Oracle decks. I actually backed their Kickstarter for their tarot deck, so I have that as well. I have their angel deck. So I do adore their decks. I really do. But I don't use this deck a lot. So if I do, it's not, it's because there's so many cards and so much to choose from, it would have to depend on the reading. So, but this is a beautiful deck that I adore. I adore all my decks, actually. There's none of my decks that I don't care for. If I don't care for them, you can best believe they're not in my possession any longer. So I just don't use this as much as I thought I would, or when in the beginning. So we started out really hot and heavy, and we hit it hard, and that was it. And so yeah, it's my Friends with Benefits deck. The dinner date deck, which would be the classic deck, classy with good conversation, really makes you think, and probably a little pricey. And this would be one of my most recent decks, which is the Southern Gothic Oracle. You guys know how I feel about this deck. I really adore this deck. I actually went and purchased the other portion of it, which is the I have some tape right there, which is the Haunts expansion cards. So yes, I'm a Southern girl. I love myths. I love folklore. I love, I grew up hearing, tales, and I love hoodoo. So if you know anything about hoodoo, you know anything about African, it's all entailed. I'm gonna just say that. This deck, she touches on a lot from, differences, not just Southern, but and it all kind of wraps around one another. But I can sit with this deck and I can literally pull, and I can say, let's have a conversation about this. And we can just, and not doing a reading, I can literally have just a conversation about these cards. That's how I really adore this deck. And I love how it represents the Southern girl in me in many ways. Not just that seer girl, that old soul. I'll say that. So the sixth one is the Club Night deck, a deck that I would dance with effortlessly. This is a indie. I say indie because it's not, you can only get it on Etsy, but it's the Divine Alignment Oracle Cards by Ashley Shannon. Her name on Etsy is Globe. I love these cards. I can pull these cards out at any time, and me and these cards will have the time of our life. Beautiful deck. I got them from her not too long ago, and I don't know where I saw them or what I was doing that made me get them, but I don't regret getting them. I do use them. I don't use them in all readings. I use them for particular readings. These are her hand-drawn cards, and I believe that's what really drew me into this deck, is the time, the effort, the blood, sweat, and tears she put into it, and the fact that it doesn't resemble any other deck. So I can play with this deck in many ways than one. This deck, I know, is going, we can go out to dinner and I can put this card and we can have a whole conversation, and we don't do a reading, but I can promise you by the time we get done, there's going to be some clarification, some validation, some confirmation, all that good stuff. So this deck is my dinner date deck. I wouldn't have it any other way. It wasn't pricey. I guess when you say pricey, it depends on what your limit is. I don't have one. If I see a deck that I want, I will get it. If the price isn't when I can get it at that time, then I will wait it out, and I will get it when finances allows me to. But one thing about it is, the price doesn't normally do anything for me, especially when it's like this. I feel like there's not enough money I would pay for someone who sits down and just does this beautiful. But yeah, this is my dinner date deck. My forever single deck would be the deck that isn't the one of my workhorse decks, meaning that I'm not going to use it with everybody. It's my deck for me. I may use it if depending on who the person is, the energy that I'm getting. If I feel comfortable pulling out that deck to use with someone else, I haven't yet. So it's been just my baby, and this is my crystal healing card deck. If you know anything about me, I love crystals, so I have a good of many crystal decks. Not just any type of decks. I'm very fond of the decks I have in my collection. It's a beautiful guidebook. Like I said, I started out with so many that I got overwhelmed, and yeah. So, but this is for me. If I want to go and I want to sit and deal with myself, see myself, I pull these, and I have other few decks that I use too. But this is the Oracle, and I don't use this on anybody. I haven't yet. I haven't found anyone that I would consider I would want to have energy connected with these cards. So this is one of my babies. I have a few of them. I'm going to take this little VR and I'm probably going to twist it a certain way because I also want to do it differently, but not just Valentine. So if I can find one, then I'll copy. But I haven't yet. But this is the best VR I've seen that I've wanted to participate in. But this is the Forever Single deck. So this is the deck that I will use for me. This helps me with self-love. This helps me see myself. This is my baby. And the bag says it itself. So put this here. The last one, and I got this idea off of Cardinal Readings, I believe that's her name. This was because everybody else went up to 7, she went up to 8, and I like that because it's your new boo deck. So basically, they're new to the pile, as you would say. New booty, new to the block, and I need to get to know it better. And that would be the Crystal Banner Astrology, the deck. I like that. Took me a while, but I got it. I have a good bit of her decks. I really adore her work. The only reason this is a challenge for me is because I'm not familiar with astrology. I'm still learning it. The most I'm familiar with is my own. So this right here is this deck is going to take me some sitting down with, spending some time with you, getting to know you, having some conversations. I can't just pull this out and say, let me do a reading. That's not going to work with this deck. Not even on myself. So this baby is my new baby. I have not put in the time required yet with my new baby, but I shall. And that's it for my Oracle decks. I'll jump on and do tarot decks, I guess, next, but I wanted to do something different, and it was the Oracle that jumped out to me. So, yeah, those are my Valentine's Oracle tags. So, thank you guys for doing this. This really helped me bond with my decks. Also, helped me know why I'm attached to some of my decks. But it also helped me know why some decks I have not ran to just yet. So, but yes, thanks you guys for watching, and peace.